Hey everybody, I don't know who made this cool poster thing, but I love it, so I thought I would put it up there. If you made it, let me know, okay? That's very cool. Thank you for everything. Okay, we are going to have our drawing lesson for Monday, day 1 on the 13th, week 4, we're still in. Okay, and this time we're going to do a water bucket. We're going to do a couple that'll be fairly simple, and let's start with the water bucket. So, you know your paper is more shaped like that. He's got on the wrong side. So, put your name and the date down in that section, okay? And we will start with some familiar terms. You know foreshortened circle. So we can make toward the top a couple guide dots fairly far apart. And you're going to join them with an upward curve, join them with a down curve. So that looks like a foreshortened circle, okay? And to give it a rim and to give it depth, you're going to follow right along with what you just did on the inside of it, okay? And then this time when we draw our lines coming down, we're not going to go straight down. We're going to come at an angle. So they can be the same length, okay? Just at an angle. And then you know how this goes. We connect with a curve, okay? Let's go ahead and put a horizon line there, alrighty? And I mean, that is like basics, but we're gonna go on. We're gonna add what would be where the handle would go. So right over on this side, just make yourself a loop, okay? You see that? And on the other side, you got itchy nose, make another loop like that, okay? And then we're gonna give those loops a little bit of depth. And I'm just gonna kind of fill in mine. Okay, if that's not totally right, we'll fix it, but I think it looks pretty good. Now, this is a guideline. So if we draw, whoops, see, I think I missed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase that part of my bucket. Whoops, wrong colors. Okay. And I'm gonna put my loop up there. Okay, so that's a little bit more accurate. Okay, so this line is just a guideline. It's one that you're going to erase because you don't want it there permanently, okay? And then we're just going to draw a handle from one to the next, okay? Now, what they have done, it gets a little bit more complicated, but I think I'm going to try to simplify it, is that we're going to have lines coming down, going around. If you're ready, you can get rid of that. And so these lines are just going to come around at an angle like that. Now they made theirs really deep, so I think what we can do is let's bring those lines straight down now from the inside. And then just draw that in the back, okay? Just in the back. And then we're going to fill this in dark because you're looking at a deep bucket. We're just gonna kind of shade it in so it gives it depth. And this also right here gives it depth. It looks like you're looking in. Now from each of these lines, we're going to do, let me see if they're curving. Let's start in the middle. We'll do a line coming down. We'll do another line coming down, down, down. I'm a little shaky. I'm still all worked up about yesterday. And then a curve this way and a curve that way. Now you can see the bottom of my bucket I'm not real happy with, so I'm going to shorten it. It was just a little too skinny. Okay, and then we come around. So that's the good thing about using your pencil, is that you can always go back and fix whatever you don't like. Okay, so that is basically what they have given us, except for the shading on the left side, contour lines. Okay, contour lines are curved. They go with the contour of the bucket, and then they cast a shadow. Advic, you did a great job on doing that with those letters you made for me, with casting a shadow and doing the shading. That's very cool. So that's sort of a deal. Okay, we already have our horizon line. We'll get rid of this. Okay, now I told you we would be doing a couple. I'm going to just go down here since I had space. I'm not going to erase or anything. If you want to go to a new page, that's totally your business. If you want to just use the rest of the paper that you see right down there, we're just going to draw the planet Saturn. I did kind of a quick lousy job the other day on that. So I'm just going to draw a real quick circle, and from like right here, I'm going to come out and go back to that spot. Okay, now that line looks pretty set in stone, doesn't it? Okay, they show a couple different ways to do it, like lines that come out and don't close, but we're going to go with this, and we're going to give it a little depth there. Okay, I think my son's sneaking up on me. Thank you, Travis. I could turn the camera on you right now. He's just wearing a towel. That would be scary. Okay, it would look better if it was tilted, but we're gonna just do some contour shading lines around here. You can go around and make it darker, but they make this here pretty dark in my book. The contour lines, they do a little wiggly, like it's rotating. Okay, so just kind of shade that. You know, if I was thinking better, I probably would have gone at an angle, erased those lines right there. A little bit more like that. So you can play with that to make it look like Saturn, because it has the rings around it, of course, okay? So they call this under shadow for obvious reasons, because it's under. Okay, so you guys can do probably a better job with that than me. Okay, so you can play with those. Alrighty. Okay, so that is our drawing lesson for Monday the 13th. We'll be back, I believe, Wednesday the 15th for another drawing lesson, okay? So you guys have a great time doing whatever else you're going to be doing, okay? And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.